SDG means Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 of them and they try to achieve a change in environmental, social and economic aspects. They were created in 2016 in a United Nations meeting. The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, much like their predecessor the Millennium Development Goals, MDGs, are not well known in France. The Interministerial Committee for International Cooperation and Development, CICID, said on November 2016, France will increase funding to the Development Agency France. The merger established between the AFD and the Caisse des Dépôts et Consignations, CDC, on 6 December 2016 will enhance the efficiency and responsiveness of the sustainability financing mechanism. France engaged stakeholders through online public consultation on a national action plan to ensure citizen participation. France has achieved a high standard and quality of life supported by inclusive social security systems. Between 2013 and 2015, French bilateral aid enabled 2.6 million children to attend primary and lower secondary schools, and 3.8 million to access sustainable drinking water and support the development of 150,000 small businesses. The government has made poverty alleviation a political priority with an additional budget of more than €2.6 billion budgeted until 2017 to ensure access to basic services for all. France has been working hard to create a more inclusive society. For that, many of the governmental organizations have been putting close attention in the civil decision-making, fomenting more equal and inclusive decisions for the population. A NGO, non-governmental organization, present in France, called Le Réseau Action Climate, is dedicated to gathering smaller organizations that are involved in the fight against climate change and also want an ecological and just transition to renewable energy. Aware of the great current and future impacts of climate change on society, Réseau Action Climate France is implementing measures to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from all responsible sectors. Convinced that the fight against climate change also represents a formidable option to get out of the crisis and must, in order to be successful, benefit the greatest number of people, it promotes measures that are good for the climate but also beneficial in terms of employment opportunities, preservation of health and more social justice and solidarity. Réseau Action Climate France stated, given the magnitude of the climate challenge, the depletion of natural resources and the economic crisis, the energy transition towards 100% renewable energies is one of the solutions capable of bringing people together around a project with a mobilizing future. The actions they can do are limited because they are not a governmental organization, so what they do are rallies, conferences, and they encourage the citizens of France to live a life with a smaller carbon footprint. They also provide donations to help build more plants of renewable energy sources. To summarize, it is important to note that while renewable energy is sustainable, it still causes some damage to the environment, but it still is the best option to reduce climate change. It can decrease the carbon footprint and make governments fund research institutes, academic institutions and private R&D firms to develop transformative technologies.